We're going to show you the Quad5, what it's reading on the SWR, and we're also going to show you the NanoVNA. I know it's not very good quality photo on that, but let me show you. You guys can see that. That's the one we got today. It's a really nice one. You guys see that? This one does not have the display case. That's why you got to be careful not to punch this battery. I got it from that site I told you that, and I got a pretty good deal on the coupon. It's working good, but there's a way you got to do calibration. Besides, if it's an F version, do it on the H-type software. You got to do the H-type way, like the ones I see on NanoVNA's, like the one I have mine, other one. But the F version, you have to do like you do, but you got to go through the whole process. And I'll show you how you guys calibrate to do it right, and I'm going to show you it's accurate on this thing right now. It is pretty accurate with that the NanoVNA. I'll show you in a second. And I'll do a calibration on the video and show you guys how to use it. And the way you got to do it the right way. It's got all that cool stuff. But we're going to try that on the beam antenna when we get some time this week, okay? Alright. We're reading at 1.3 on the Richter scale on channel 51. And I checked the NanoVNA, it's pretty correct. If you do the procedures like I do, and I'll show you guys how to do it when I take it inside an air-conditioned environment. It's about 86 degrees on the porch right now. 1.3 right there on the SWR. You guys see that? On channel 52. I'm going to go to triple nickel right now. Sorry, I had to do the video. I forgot to push this camera down and record. But so triple nickel should be 1.3, right? Yes, that's right. It's actually around our time is. I'll give you the time at this hour. 5:37. Yeah, it happens with my nickel like this all the time. And sometimes it'll go back to 1.3. It'll jump down because we went through some rain yesterday. That's why. I'm gonna get up to the highest channel on this one, almost close to 28. There we go. We're going to go up to 995, stay up there for a second. It should be like 1.7. Problem is you have to put an antenna tuner on these things on the Mako 5000. It's alright. Yeah, 1.7. So that's usually about right when I show this thing on this little guy here. You guys will see it. I don't know if you guys can see it really good. Maybe we get that kind of quality like that. But they said this one could read on the computer. I don't know. I don't think it's a NanoVNA-F. It could be a NanoVNA-F. It could be a Nano H thing, but it runs a little faster than the other ones. But I'm leaving the software default. I'm not going to update anything on that software. I don't care. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it all default for that. But it's pretty accurate. Because I know it is. And you can't wipe this out as long as you don't do anything. I gotta get some kind of protection case. It didn't come with a protection case or nothing. It came with all the adapters for it for like $29. I got it for like, yeah, it was like $29. Would have came totally $30. I got it for almost like 29 bucks, between $28 on sale with coupons on AliExpress. And you can get them on other ones like Fleabay. All right, channel 38 should be 1.2 on the other thing. See? Show you that right there. And I'll give you guys today's date for a second before we don't get really screwed up. So today's August 1st, 2024. You guys know what day it is. 3 days will be the B day zone. Or maybe 4 days from now. Channel 37 is our favorite channel in the world. We already have to charge this up a little later. It's already got its own cord with that. You can run it with a battery on those, with one of those battery things I have. It'll run with that. Looking at 1.2, 1.1. It's bouncing between. It's okay. It's perfect. It's not that bad. And all those channels are doing great. We're going to go down to channel 20. That's the center of the channel. This is the one I used my SWR on when I did that. So the NanoVNA is not bad. As long as you don't drop this device. We're going to build something for it. We'll make it look cool. And make it reliable so it stays out of the shade. Looking good at 1.1 on channel 20. It'll do that some days like that. But we went through a lot of stuff that day. We didn't have anything to remove on the top of the antenna. It's probably drying out all that water out of the antenna today, because we had a lot of rain today. And we'll probably get some more tomorrow. It's not affecting the SWR that much. This is channel 1. That's already okay. Wait, steady a bit. It's 1.2. No big deal. It's alright. It's perfect, guys. I can't go wrong with the Mako. Could be the wind that affects it. That sometimes when the wind moves around, we get some wind. Yeah. And all the channels are looking great on that side. That's all you need. Alright, we're going to pause this video and show you the NanoVNA, what it looks like on the Mako. See guys, I'm going to tell you how we're going to calibrate. We're going to hook this back up and show you in a minute. I got this running on a battery system now. That's the new NanoVNA. We're going to show you how you guys can calibrate this thing. Where's my thing? I hope you guys will see it up close. We'll be able to do it. And these gold things that comes with it, I'll show you in a second. This comes with these are the ones you have to use, but the technique on this one called NanoVNA-F, I think it's called. Let me show you a second what it looks like. Program is the same. Let me zoom up and I'll show you in a second what it is. There we go. See, it's the same thing, but it's from October, from that thing. So I'll show you guys how this works. See these little connectors? That is this is the third one you do, and the last thing you do this. And the one with the eye open. These are the ones you have to use. The old ones were kind of different, the same way, but they said they don't have a long one. Let me show you guys how to do this before we start anything. I can see it better on this thing. You can't see it on this screen. It's very blurry. I'll show you guys up close. There we go. This is much better. And we're going to grab this. Display. I'm going to take these traces off. There we go. I'll show you guys in a second. Wish we can get a good zoom or zoom out. Then we can do some zoom out like this up close. There we go. Too much glare. Wait. We're gonna try that in a second. Are we still recording? Yes, we are. We're going to turn this light down a bit. We can see it. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Now we'll be able to see it. And we'll see if we can do this. Try to go back to 2 times. We're gonna go really hardcore. There we go. Now we got it down. Now we're going to show you how this works. And I'll show you the calibration. We just got to go here. Format is you do this. You can hit the SWR here when you do your thing. Not right now. And we're going to go to back. I think would be display. Nope. Go to calibrate. Then you go to reset. Reset the whole thing. And I'll show you in a second. You guys see what I'm going to do. And I'll show you guys how this works. Okay, go back. This is how you guys do this. This is how I did the same. It's the same NanoVNA, but it said this is a NanoVNA-F. But it's actually on a NanoVNA-H program. And you have to do the same exact kind of setup as the old one. Like the little calibration. And you have to do everything because I know the SWR is correct on it. And I learned it from a guy on the old video a while back. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, let me do that. Calibration. Let's do this. Calibration. We'll do this. And we'll do this right now. Let me show you guys in a second. Open will look like the little eye openers. This is what it looks like. And that's what we're doing. We're calibrating the NanoVNA. This is called the open thing right here. You put this on here. I'll show you how you guys to calibrate this thing the right way. And we've got the open in. Okay. And this is the way you got to do it on the Nano H program. You guys saw the thing. I'm going to hit open. Then the short will be the other thing. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. Quite good. Looking good on this camera. This is the same stand we used in the videos of the Quad5. The one with the either way. This is the one we used on the Cobra 130, and this is the one that fell down. And I had to fix had to JB weld this thing a couple of weeks ago. Sorry folks, I was interrupted again. So we're doing the short right now. The short is actually this guy here. That looks like this little thing here with the golden thing. This is called a short. The short actually goes right in this thing, and it goes right here. This is called the short. So we're going to get it in here. We're putting the short in right now. Make sure everything's good. You guys see what's doing itself. Sorry I was interrupted because I had to bring my dog in because there was something, a little thing happened. So we just press the short here. Highlight the short. It's blue. It actually looks green on the display. We got it. Short's done. Then the load will be the one with the big long thing. And you got to do all the process of this thing when it does. Especially this program called the NanoHVA. This version, they think this one's an F, but it could be an F, but this is the one that comes with it. It's the same thing like the other one said. This is a different nano type device. It could be the F one. But if you're on the H version, like the older version, this is the one that uses the load. And you got to do the whole process to go to ISO, LN, and through with this too. Then to get the correct SWR. We're going to put the load in right now. And we're tightening it up. And we're good. See how it's going down? That's the calibration. So before we do that, we'll be able to show you the SWR results on the Mako with the screen you guys will be able to see. We got to go through trust to load, isolation, and through, and press after this you take this out and press done. That I learned it from a guy on a video from the first generation NanoVNAs. It's the same thing as that one, but the F you don't have to put that on there like this. I'll show you several videos. This is the device that's doing good. It's pretty small, but we're gonna hit done. And yeah, it's already been done, okay? And before we do anything, I'll show you guys how to work this. If you're going to do CB radio, If you have a NanoVNA, you guys are going to do 11 meters for sure. I'm going to make sure you guys get this the right way. Go to Stimulus and press your start channel. I recommend do 26 megahertz to 28 so you get to cover the 27 megahertz band. Because 26 is part of channel 1. So I'll show you guys in a second. Then put the stop here to a 28 megahertz. This will get you to go. Then before we hook it up, before I do hooking it up, you guys gotta go back. Then go to display format. That's what you go. And there's other different scales you can play around with it. And I would recommend get this NanoVNA. I bought this on AliExpress, and also you get them on what is the other place? You get them on Fleabay. Other places have them. Banggood, I think it was. You can get. You go to format, and that's what you do. These are all things you can do. Then you press the SWR when you set it up ready to go. And that's it. And SWR will be quite good. But when you hook this up, it'll actually get this down in quite a bit. You hook it to that thing on that side. Do not transmit this thing like what happened to the other one. Here's my old NanoVNA. So it's good. Now you know how to calibrate it. It's pretty easy to do. This is my old NanoVNA. The one you guys had that problem. See how it's not corrected on the top? I tried this before. Maybe we'll have to get some kind of program to get it reset. It only does like Windows 10 only, but it won't do for Windows 11. So you guys have to know that. Very quite good. So that's my old NanoVNA. You guys can scan this to find this on the internet. This is the same program, NanoVNA-H. That's the one I'm using right now on the other one. You guys can check that out when you get it. But it's from 2019, the same year as the other one. Instead, it's 1 month behind. This is the device you guys can check out. I'll show you guys, look at it. We're going to zoom out and show you what it looks like. Hey, this is what I recommend, not that way. We're going to be able to get this video going soon. You guys can see it. Don't want to reflect my mirror on the face of this guy. I know it looks upside down, but that's what it looks like here. Then you can see the switches like this. You guys can see that. We're doing this on that camera I have, the one I'm using on my live streams. They're cool. And this has got some cool green lights. That definitely has the eye opener. What they call it, the green eye opener, like we talked about on OTR. This one has the green eye magic type thing too. It definitely has green. The other one has blue. So you guys can see it all inside. That's why you need to get a case for this thing, but you can put in this in a case to make it look good. But I'm glad that I got a good deal. It was actually on a 4th of July sale type thing, the month of July. But it comes with the cord and all those things. And I'll show you what it comes with when you get the adapters. Only thing, some guys have it different either way. You guys can see that. So we're going to be able to show you some more results on it soon. I'm going to go back out. You guys see how small it is compared to my hand. So I recommend you guys, I think Eric D's got one of these. I'm going to make sure we're going to hook it up in a minute to the Mako. You guys will see. I'm trying to zoom this thing out. There we go. You guys can see it, what's going on here. Your SWR is right up this area. This is where it will read the actual reading right here. I'm going to move it up close so you guys can see it. Your SWR will be right up that area right here when it reads here. And it'll show these indications. And the line's going straight across because that's the whole megahertz. Then you tweak this little switch here. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to zoom out and show you in a second what you do. You use this rotary to go around all the bands here and change to megahertz. It'll do that. Let me show you in a second what it looks like. Hold on. I'm me turn this down so you guys can see it. I like to do it that way. Now you'll be able to see it. This up here is your display maker that you go by when you move the circle. And you guys can see how it does. That's what it'll do. You won't see it until we just are going to show you what it looks like when we put it in there. You guys can do that. See how we're moving it up to 28? We're going to go all the way back down to 26. But you could use a stylus to do it, but I have to do this to keep it going. You can rest down on that to do that. Just wait till it comes out in a few seconds, it'll do it. Just hold on a second, we'll just have to do that. We got out of that. I'm going to go back down to 26 megahertz. Okay, we're going to stay on that. I'm going to hook this up to the Mako V5000. You'll be able to do it. This is the best way to hold it up like that, so you'll be able to see it like that. And that'd be a great diagonally. Alright, I'll pause this video and we'll be there in a couple minutes. Before we go, sorry about that, I had to pause the video. It comes with these cords here. When you get in the package with that, and completely, that's what you do. So it comes with these connectors, SMAs. That's what they are. And you guys see those. We're back, guys. So this is the NanoVNA hooking up the Mako V5000. You guys know what it is. It's ready to go. So it's 1.59 on 26 megahertz. So I'll show you guys across the band. Look at the dip in that meter. This is channel, we're going through all the bands of 26 megahertz. You guys can see it. At least we got a good quality video. We're at 26. We're almost at channel 1 right now. It's dropping to 1.37. It's kind of different now from the couple hours ago, because usually it's correct on the Quad5 because it does this in the late even hours. It's like 7:28 in the even, almost 8 o'clock. The SWRs start to drop in the even hours, and it's actually working. We're at almost near 1.29. You guys can see it. But we're about, that's actually channel 1 right there, 940. I think that's it, or it's 600. That's close to channel 1 there, 1.20. You guys see it on there. It's not 1.28 or 1.29. Yeah, it's actually 1.20. Give you guys a little close on this thing. You guys don't like this kind of stuff. Do that. Right about here. You guys want to see a good zoom of this thing. And I gotta get this light down. There we go. You guys can see it. And you guys see it. That's channel 1 on channel 26. That's the Mako V5000. This thing is a beautiful device. I love the green color of this thing, but it's a very cheap device. You guys know where I got it. 1.18 on channel 2690. This is almost close to channel 1. That's channel 1 between there, or channel 2. 1.17. That's actually 1.1. 27 megahertz is 1.16. Looking good. This is close to channel 6. 1.15. That's what it says, 1.15. That's actually 1.115. That's actually 1.1. 1.13 and 1.14. Let go, see what it does. It's bounced between on channel 26.040. What's that channel? Could be that area. Channel 27.060. That's probably up near, what's that channel is? It's probably 6.5. That's almost near channel 17, 1.12. That's actually 1.1. This thing is very accurate. We're going to get a better display case. 1.10 is actually channel 100, channel 27 100. That's probably channel 10. No, that's almost close to channel 11. Channel 11 is right here. I know it's channel 27.080, but just think about it as 27.085. It's usually the same SWR in the system. So it's really good, 1.11 on channel 11. And this is, it doesn't matter if this is AM type situation. All frequencies from FM, lower sideband, and all that stuff, and AM. This Mako's doing really good. That's actually channel 27100. I think that's the mid channel, 27120. You guys see it, you're watching it on video. I think that's channel 14, I don't know. Channel 27140. This is pretty close. This is actually channel 19 right here, 127.180, but it's usually 27.185. And that will give you the same. It's actually 1.05 and 1.06 on channel 19. And it's looking good, guys. This is the Mako. We're going to see what the beam antenna next when we get a chance when we do it. This is channel 20. Channel 20 is right about on this channel, almost channel 27.200. That's the mid channel right here. That's the, you guys seen on the diagram how it looks in the middle. This thing does a lot more than what you do. And looking good on the SWR 1.06. This is great. I'm going to check the other channels. This is channel 24, I think. 27.224.0. It's actually 1.05, 106. Looking good on channel 26, I think. Usually 26 is 27.265, but this one's channel 27 megahertz .260. That's usually close to 27 megahertz, 26 megahertz. It's looking good at 1.6, 1.7. That's why I get to do it. This antenna has not been touched on the roof ever since last year. Ever since last October and last November, has not been touched. That ring has been in the same position ever since day one, except the ground ratio. I had to fix that several months ago when I put the TV antennas up. That's the only thing that happened at one time. This is actually channel 28. I think channel 20 is 27.285, but this is 27.2800. Yeah, 27.280. That's actually channel that is actually channel 28, very close to it. It's all right, but 1.7 is still the same. It usually that's usually 1.1. And we're in all 1.1s in all the channels. The Mako's doing better. This is channel 30, 27.0300, and it's actually 108. It's looking good, and I'll show you. 32 is looking good. 34, this is very close to 35. Channel 25, 27.3400, but you guys know it's all fives. This is actually 1.110. This is actually 1.10 means 1.1. Looking good. And on channel 36, that's 1.11, 1.12. It's usually 1.1 in the right range. This is the SWR meter you want. All your megahertz this way with your NanoVNA. This is with the Mako V5000 with that loop. It is doing fantastic. This is channel, let's see, is that 38 or 36? Yeah, that's 38. That's usually channel 38. It will be the same thing on channel 39. That's actually 1.13 on channel 38. Usually 38, 27, 385. It's a little hair off, but it's no big deal. It's usually quite close to the same. No difference. But this is actually channel 38, and 37 is looking good. See, 37 is looking good between 36. It's the same 1.12. You guys see how low that meter is. But this thing can be hooked up to a computer. You can look at the diagnosis on this thing too. You can do it. You can do that if you get a NanoVNA software. This is channel 40. Today would be August 1st, 2024. 7:35 in the evening. On this time it's usually 7:31 with the black cock on the radio. You guys can see that. Looking beautiful on channel 40. So yes. And channel 42 is looking good at 1.16. Channel 44, that's almost like, it'll be like 27.445. It's very close on this one. This is actually 27.440. 44, but it's usually 445 on I think that's on the basic channel on the free areas. 1.17 and 18, 16. It's not bad. 1.19 on channel 46. I think it's actually 27465, but you can go on those. Looking good. This is channel 48, 27480. But usually you can say 485 to be like 1.2021. It's usually 1.2. And it's looking good on that right there, very close. 1.23. That's usually still in the 1.2 areas. On channel 50, that's near the Jamaican channels. And channel 52 is close to the Jamaican. Channel 50 will be close to channel 51, 27510, 515, that's what it is. Sorry about that. And that will still be the same SWR channel 50, channel 50. You guys see that? Looking good on 1.2, 1.24 means that's actually 1.2 still. On channel 52, 27520 be 5225, that's the same thing. And 54, looking good at 1.26. Looking good at 5.6. Well, 54 would be close to the triple nickel channel. So that is looking good on the triple nickel channel. 1.26 is still 1.2. And look how it's going up there. And this is great, guys. It goes up to 60, 1.32. That would be 1.3 on channel 60s. 62, 1.3. It will be like 1.3 still. And when it gets up to 1.4, it usually goes up to 27,700. So that's usually okay. But the band's looking pretty beautiful on all channels. And when you get up to that high, 1.72 will be 28 megahertz. Yeah, that happened earlier today. It's still quite the same thing with 20 megahertz when it was 1.75, a little higher, but it's still 1.72. It's still on the same band, still the same result as we had earlier today on 28 megahertz. But we were looking at 27,985 or 995. You guys saw that? Still in the 1.70. Still quite the same. But when we get down here, this little dip is looking good at in the 30 channels. Right here, we love to go down here between 37 to 40. And you go down below that. Looking great. And also looking good on the channel 24 and channel 28 and 26. It's looking beautiful. And also channel 12 is looking okay right here. That would be like right over here between, I think, usually 8.5 or usually this one. It's okay, guys. We're looking good. So, I hope you enjoyed the NanoVNA. Let me turn the lights back on. Sorry about that. I want to show you what it looks like to you so you guys don't get screwy. And I'll show you the fuse I got yesterday. These are some more, 8 amp, these are mostly the 8 amps I still had before. You guys see that? And I'll show you the new ones I got during this week. These are the ones I got just the other day. We're going to probably try out these later. You guys see that? 10 amps. We might be able to put them in those things, but I should be able to get the 15 amps sometime this weekend for this or during this week. But these are the ones I've been using in the box for a while, in the thing for the Silver Eagle for a while, and the RM Italy, I think it was. You guys seen that on the ATX power supply? You guys can see that. Quite good. I'll show you the new ones I got. These are way too big, and they're 6 by 50. The other ones are 500 by something, 5 by 10s or something. You guys see that? This is an 8 amp, same kind of fuse, 250. So those are a little bit bigger. So I was trying to go for some more, but I'm supposed to get some more 15 amps sometime this week. But I got some 10 amps. We might be able to try them out when we get sometime soon. So I'll show you guys when I'm hooking the SWR to the system. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me turn this camera around, look at it. You guys see what I'm doing. That's the Mako V5000 hooker right there. It's got a blue tag on it, so it says Mako V5000. You guys can see the radios looking good. Looking okay. So, before we go, I was trying to give you some results on this guy. And it's looking like a beautiful device. I recommend to get one of these. It's not going to fall down because this is the one we used on the radio last time. Beautiful radio. and hope you guys love it. So I'll show you guys, we're going to be getting some more videos soon. So I recommend to get a NanoVNA. This is a NanoVNA-F, I think it is, but if it says the H one, you have to do the whole coordination like I showed you. But some other videos show the NanoVNA-F. You don't have to take the, you don't have to go do the through thing and all that. But with the H version, the H program one, you have to go through all that process through to get the right corrections like that. And the Quad5 will show you the same results of this NanoVNA. And this thing is very accurate. And the one thing you don't do, but the one thing you don't do with this device, do not hook this up to a radio. Please don't. Don't hook it up to a radio and transmit. That's what happened when I did that, when I hooked up to the SWR meter, to this guy here. When I plugged it in the back, you guys saw when I did that night. Do not hook it back in this thing when you transmit. If you're going to do not transmit anything in this when you hook it up. If you have like an auto tuner, yeah, you can hook a NanoVNA to it, and you don't need a transmit to do that, but you can still adjust in conductors and all that stuff, which you can do something like that. As long as you don't transmit, you're okay. NanoVNAs can work for all those auto tuners you can get, as long as you don't transmit. As long as you have something like what they are. Okay, guys, before we go out of this video, sorry, I went to go get my little doggy, put him out here. So, like, it's almost 8 o'clock in here. That's what I'm saying. Before I go, guys, yeah. And also, don't forget, I'll tell you guys what pin of the week looks like for me. I want Dennis to get one of these. They come in black. They sell them at Wally World. Let me guys show you what pin of the week looks like. This is pin of the week for OTR. An F31 BP. This thing writes really good. I'll show you guys in a second. You write really good with this thing. U D X. Got it, guys. I know I gotta do this very quickly, but you guys can see that. Okay. So I just want to show you guys to do that. But get one of those pins. I recommend Dennis should try one of these. He's from especially from OTR, and especially all you guys out there. Hey, Dirty Diaper, tell them about that too. And also, I'll show you guys before we get out of this video. You guys know what day it will be. On that day, OTR will be the night. We'll be having some fun, guys. OTR. Let me move this out so you guys get the OTR moment. So, tell Dennis about the NanoVNA. He should get one of them. He needs to get one for sure. I wanted to make sure he get one of those. He actually will like it. And maybe he can actually get one of those NanoVNAs. Tell him that Dirty Diaper 21, UDX 21. Tell him about the NanoVNA when you tell Dennis when you get time. Especially also 390 Wagmaster should get one of these. I want him to get one of these, make sure. Please get one of these, Wagmaster. The NanoVNA, you need to get one. I know you might not like this, but it's a great device. It can do a lot of things you want to do with. It's actually for your C rating, but it'll give you it's pretty accurate if you do the calculation like I showed you on the video. But there's other videos that do different ones. And if you got a NanoVNA-F, you have to do it without going the through cycle and ISO or something like that. With the program, the NanoVNA, with the one with the H program you saw on the screen, like my old device had, same thing, but it's much faster on this one. It's a little better processor power. But it's got a lot of stuff in this thing you don't even know about. I know it doesn't come with instructions with this. My original one came with instructions, and on YouTube you can learn all the videos on that. It's not hard. So I'll give you guys what the time is today. Time is 7:43 in the evening, and that's for UDX 362. That's me out there in Tennessee out here. I just want to let you guys know that's the Star Fox. You guys know him from the video games in the 90s, especially from the Super Nintendos. I got the idea from the N64. Sorry I had this thing holding against this. There's nothing touching this thing, so guys, don't worry about it. The metal's not touching the radio, so nothing's not touching that. It's okay. So that's the I had to hook this up, and I swiped it to the Quad5. It's not hooked up to the box, but usually when I hook this up, I hook it to that adapter right there. You guys see right there. This guy here, way in the back. That's what runs the Silver Eagle and stuff. And I usually could swipe this to another meter with I usually could swipe this box, the NanoVNA, the RM Italy that does that, which this guy here will do that. And you guys see the power supplies I have. That one's for the RM Italy 203P, that guy there, and that's the one for the Silver Eagle. But before we go, I'm going to shout out to UDX 2112, CB Lounge 2112. There's our tube radio still here. You guys know that. I've been busy with helping my mom so hard with my dad. You guys know that. CB Lounge 2112. Mike wants to send me some more stickers. Let me know. I like to put him in that, make him in that UDX book I'm making so far. Which now I don't have to worry about when he puts a new number out there. I usually will check in if he'll talk about it and stuff. And I usually will write it in there if I want. And I got another thing that does that too. So I got other guys I have to shout out to, the Smoky Mount Skip Chasers dudes out there. These are all the guys out there. We actually met some other guys a few nights ago. These are all the guys out here on channel 26. Sometimes they're on channel 12, but mostly on channel 26, you guys know. And that's Rooster. Rooster is the guy you can talk to all the time. These guys, I've talked to this guy. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, Timberwolf, I've talked to him. But the channel 12 guys, there's like 4 different guys in my area I found out. And I usually find out all my local stuff before I couldn't even find out a long time ago. This is the one I got a while back with this UDX list. This was actually on the Facebook page. You guys seen that? That's the one I've been writing down for months. I actually like this format. If 390 wants to do this kind of format, I actually like this format. It looks more professional. It's cool. But the one he puts on the site, it's okay. You can. It's like 3,000. It's like 20 pages when you print that out. And I used them on both pages, put on both sides. That's how I did it. So I save on space. And there's more of it too. Sorry about that. I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, more of them. I have been writing those for months, and I had to do that. You guys seen that? Pretty good. And I'll show you the guys in a second. I'll let you guys look at the NanoVNA before we go. You guys see that thing on JB? Well, it's not going to fall down. It is a cool device. And it's what I would recommend to get one. I know Eric D's got one too, but you need to get one of these devices. They're pretty cheap. You get them for $20, $26. AliExpress has them pretty cheap, and mostly eBay has it, and Banggood. But that one I got from AliExpress, I think, just today. You guys, yeah, it just came during a few days ago, and it's pretty good. It's looking great. Trying to find out who are the channel 20, the local guys here in Harriman. I'm going to shout them out in a second. I think I wrote it down a while back. Here we go. Have a list of them right now. These are guys I have shout out to them. These are the guys that are channel 12 in my area. You'll be able to see. I'll zoom out before we go. And I'm going to shout out these guys here. These guys I've been writing down for a while. We got Steelmaker in Midtown. He doesn't live 4 miles away from me. These guys are mostly 30 miles away. And Wildman, I talked to him a couple nights ago. With these guys at the same time, they relayed a message to me. That guy's about 30 miles away from me, Lawrence City. Toolman's in Harriman, Tennessee, to the north side. He's out there by the interstate. I talked to him. Coolman's another guy I talked to. He has a Washington radio to the north of here. On the south side of Harriman, Tennessee, where the downtown area is. And Flash is the one is out by the interstate. Corncob doesn't live very far from me. He lives about 3 to 4 miles away, Corncob House. And he has a Cobra 89. And he uses that. The guy Flash has one of those radios, has like almost like a Quad 5. And he talks very good. He's got great modulation. He likes old school radios. It looks just like the Quad 5 radio I have here. The 80-tone Quad 5. This guy called Flash, his radio sounds good all the time. All of them do sound good. Tar Baby's like the one part of Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. They talk to those guys on channel 26 and sometimes on 12 once in a while. These are some guys I've talked to, but Flash is the guy. Corncob's pretty close to me. I talked to him, and he usually finds out a lot of great stuff around here. So he was telling me that a few nights ago. And these are local guys here. Some are 30 miles away. Some are at least 3 to 5 miles away. Some at least 8 to 12 miles away. Harriman's like 12 miles away from me. Some of those areas where they're at. And they have different systems. But one's going to get a beam antenna soon. Especially it will be, I think it will be Corncob. He's going to be getting a beam antenna soon. I think that's the guy I talked to. I don't think it was Toolman, but it was actually Corncob. He has like some kind of serial serial 827. That's what he uses. One of those antennas on his radio with the Cobra 89, I think it is. Or it could be Flash I'm talking to. But he's supposed to get one of those V-Quad Mako type antennas. A beam antenna like the one Motor Junkie has, but this is like a 2-element, or it could be 3, I don't know. I'm just saying that either way. So I'm just going to let you guys look at this NanoVNA in a second. Maybe you guys will be able to see the cool cat I got. I don't know if he's up here right now, we'll look in a second. See, he's up here. Nope. Cat's not up here right now, but sorry about that, guys. And also, my next antenna project after we get done with all this good stuff, but I'm supposed to get the parts for this real soon. I'm trying to build one of these gangs. You guys see this? You see one of these? This is when I'm trying to build one of them. And that will definitely be the best thing I want to have, one of these. But I'm going to use that leftover antenna I have. Not the one in the tree. The one I messed up my 102 inch width one time. It's only like 70 inches or 100 inches. I want to make at least 2 stacks of these things to stack them each other. This will be able to get the channels in Knoxville, Tennessee. I still got the ones on the roof. They're pretty good. But I heard these, if you run an amp on these, it'll do good with an amp and also without the amp. And there's a guy on YouTube that makes these things. And you can pick up stations 100 miles away when he lived in Macon, Georgia, where he lives outside of Macon on a farm. And he builds these antennas and sells them. And you guys need to look at these kind of antennas. Let me know you can build one of these things. But I heard they do really good. And that's usually about, you need at least 10 inches to put those 2V things right there you have to make. Yeah, you need like 10 inches instead of 8 inches. And you can put 3 inches apart for each one of them. And there's Facebook groups of these pages you can look at and learn how to build one of these things. That piece is your important thing to get. That will make it work. And I'm supposed to get these in the mail sometime soon, in about a month or so. And they're supposed to do that way. And that's going to hook up to the TV in this room so I can check on the local weather in my area. You guys told me what happened a while back. So this thing is a great device. I recommend to get one of these and turn it down. You guys can see it. So I'll catch you all guys later. Don't forget to check this out. UDXCBradio.com. If you want a UDX number, email Wagonmaster. But go look on Wagonmaster on YouTube, and also look up CBradio.com. And don't forget to send some stuff to him. Send him like CB stuff. Make sure it's all cool and stuff. Or QSL cards. He'll check them out. 390 Wagmaster will tell you, and he'll put it on his YouTube channel. Shout out to 390 Wagmaster. And don't forget to join Old Radio Night on Saturday night, as usually at that time. And Dirty Diet was out there. And sorry about what happened to him, Roy, back at you. We talked about what happened. I knew he was on my channels a while back. I think he was on one of my live streams on the Quad5. He's been on a lot of things. So we're going to miss him for a while. But yeah, I know. Maybe him, Roy, wanted me to go see Dirty Diaper that day. On that YouTube channel. When I did the podcast stream with 21.sc. That was me on July 27th. You guys want to check that July 27th video of Old Radio Night? I'm on there too with my voice talking about it. Pretty cool about the story, how my parents met on the CB and got married 3 years later. You guys know that for real. So, don't forget. And also, I actually made that contact on Old Radio Night on Old Tube Radio Network. When you guys go look at the July 27th live stream 2024, go look at it on Dennis' channel. My My check-in is already in there with the UDX 21 Dirty Diaper, and I'm talking about 21.CS, and the rest of the guys, Justin, UDX 183, Jed, and those guys out there. So I was on Old Radio Night with Dirty Diaper, UDX 21. That was a cool show we did, and it was a great show that actually had great radios. That's what I'm saying. Look at that, guys. And don't forget to check out Old Tube Radio Network. And Bozo Control will tell you how to get tube radios for real. You gotta check out his channel. You'll look at it. These are the radios. I like to get one of these working for sure. I would love to get this guy working. You guys can see that. You guys know what that is. And Inco, maybe. Who knows? And I got a lot of great radios ready to go, man. But here they are. You guys check that out. That's the Inco 760K. The only problem, the transformer went bad on this thing, but it still works. But it was like some kind of capacitor thing in there that burned up a while back, 2 years ago, when it did itself. So maybe get this thing working be good. I think it's like one of those messenger type radios. Could be like a Johnson messenger, but this radio definitely needs repairs. I haven't messed with anything with this guy so far yet. And would love to get him. I would love to have one of those Robin T123Bs or something with a tube radio that has sideband built into it. Think about it. That would be quite amazing. And we still got this little Robin here. These repairs for sure, but yeah, pretty good. We got the other already middle up there. Looking good, guys. And don't forget, we'll probably do another live stream sometime soon when we get a chance. You guys know that. The NanoVNA is doing great. We'll be able to check the B-Man 10 with that. I'll let you know the results on it. And I have to run that cord like I told you about and made it more better. You guys know that for sure. You sure nothing that? Okay, we're good. So that's good. So I'll catch you guys later. I know it's been a 50-minute video. Just want to tell you guys, don't forget to get one of these, okay? I'll show you guys what it's called. A NanoVNA. It's a vector network analyzer. You can build antennas with it, and you can do a lot of things with this thing. Especially you guys will be able to see that. I'll put the links down for the videos where you go check them out. And you'll be able to learn some stuff. And I know actually one technique that worked with this thing. And I show you just what I did today. This is UDX 362 from East Tennessee. We catch you all later on August 1st, 2024. And we're shock a wave. We're almost 8 o'clock in the evening. And so far no DX today. I checked out earlier today around 5 o'clock. I didn't hear nothing. I think we're under one of those solar storms. So I'll catch you guys later. Have these radios checked out. Shots out. This is UDX 362 from East Tennessee. I'll catch you all guys later. Have a great day. And we'll bring out some more videos sometime soon.